Think of the history of God's representatives, from the prophets to John the Baptist. Most experienced persecution, rejection. Some even died. What do we expect? Man of the year? Banquets every year for the pastor of the year? What do we expect? We want to be appreciated, loved, admired. I love what John Piper says. Brothers, we're not professionals.
Do we believe this or not? Do we believe that every particle of existence, and more fundamentally and profoundly true, every single human being is born and does live and is as he and she is, when he and she is, circumstances of birth and location, and all taken into consideration for the purpose that the works of God may be displayed in him or in her? And here is the fundamental narrative. We not only go back to Genesis 3 to understand that that really is where we must trace all evil and suffering and effects, but we must also go to the end where we come to understand the judgment that is to come. And on that day of judgment, God's glory is going to be displayed in every single human being, either for their salvation or their damnation.
And the church has begun to look weak and effeminate, frightened, sissified, like a bunch of fops and milksops. And we're supposed to be soldiers. We are told relentlessly that we have to be always agreeable no matter what, seeker-sensitive, gender-neutral, effervescent, transparent, sentimental, and delicate in everything we say and do. Those sound like rules for figure skaters, not warriors.
But I just want, above all things in my life, to obey the Word of God and to be in the place of blessing. Not so much for myself, but I realize that I make decisions that can actually cut off divine blessing from my congregation. If I do that, what have I done? If I'm out of favor with God, what happens to my people? I just want my church, my people, I want my family, I want my wife and my children to know the favor of God. It's not perfection. Doesn't mean we don't have troubles, trials, we all do. God disciplines every son. But I just want to be in the place of favor. I want God to be a father to me in the tenderest, most consistent, gracious, loving way. Even though I deserve nothing, He set the terms. And separation is one of those terms.